parade.
Yeah, that was
the concert.
I was kind of overwhelmed. Didn't expect it to be like that, but it was a lot of fun.
Did you see any familiar faces in the crowd?
I did and didn't. I think I was like, it was like you know when you get starstruck, you like don't know what to do. That's what just happened to me.
Oh, wow. So were you surprised at the number of people?
Like I told my brother, I was like, nobody's gonna show up. Like it's just gonna be like a few people even, and then I come and it's like a bunch of people. I'm like, oh.
I mean, we knew it was a bunch of people, but I was even a little bit like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
Because I got here early and I saw a tour bus with people getting off a tour bus. Seriously. I'm serious. Okay. So anyway, back to the interview. When you think back over the past year, what are some of the moments, the highlights for you, just really special?
I mean, probably when my first stand ovation was with The Climb, which was funny because I started with that song last year and I guess you could say like ended with it this year, but so definitely that, and then probably like my turning point where I went from like negative to positive again, but overall just the whole thing, it's been a crazy thing that I went through, and you know I'm just blessed to have gone through it, and it's just a lot of fun.
Well, you know, I just can't even imagine, because I know what we were going through here at home, you know, like getting ready from week to week and just the emotional roller coaster we were on. You know?
I mean, it takes a toll on everyone else too. I mean, I'm going through it, so I know what it's like, but you know, my parents were always like, you know, we don't know what to do, like what are you singing, what are you doing, you know, and it takes everyone, you know, on that ride with you. So I think that's like the great thing about that show, because I mean, especially with me, I started last year and I kind of just took people on a whole journey throughout the end of it this year. So.
You know what, that's a really good way to put it, because that is exactly what it's felt like, don't you think? So well, you know, speaking of the craziness of it all, you know, I know what we went through here putting together the watch parties, which and writing the stories and getting the meet, you know, I know what our part was, which was this much compared to what you guys are going through.
No, not at all.
No, seriously.
It was huge.
So my question is like, what did a typical week look like from you, from week to week? I mean, did you have a lot of time to prep and rehearse, or take us through that?
I mean, like you'd have your show Wednesday, then you'd find out you're eliminated to Thursday, then the next day you go into, you know, your songs, and that's when, you know, the mentor stuff happens. So I mean, it's like, so there's no break, and then after that the next day you record for iTunes, and then it's on stage with practice, then it's wardrobe, and then on stage again for practice, and it's non-stop. There's not a second where you have to just, you know, you're done with one thing, you're like, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then you're off to the next thing. So it's a lot. Wow, it is.
We can only imagine. I mean, seriously. And well, speaking of mentors, you know, I know for me, I got starstruck a few times seeing who you were getting to meet. What was that like? And was there anybody in particular that you just walked in and went, oh my God, I'm so starstruck?
I mean, pretty much everyone. But I mean, I definitely had a moment with Stevie Nicks, that was probably one that I won't forget for a while. So that was probably like my favorite moment for like the mentor.
Didn't she tear up a little bit?
She did tear up.
She did. You know, and we did too. I can remember that. Let's talk a little bit about the other contestants and life in the mansion and all that kind of stuff. What are some of your favorite downtime moments?
I mean, honestly, when we had downtime, we literally ate and then slept, and that was it. I mean, we had like this huge house with like a pool, and well, I mean, I tell you, I didn't get in the pool once. Like, really? I was just
exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, there was times when like, hey, I'm gonna get up, I'm going to the gym today. No, didn't happen. And then I'll say the next day, and it's just so much that, you know, you go through that. You know, when you have that second of just to breathe, you just want to sit there or sleep. And there'll be times when I go home and I'll be in like full makeup from the show on a Wednesday. I'll just be like, hey, I'm just gonna lie down. And I'll wake up and I'm like, oh my God, like in my show clothes and my full makeup, and it's all like down my face. So, yeah, I'm ready.
It's like, you have been exposed to so much attention, you know, negative, positive. I mean, is there anybody we need to beat up? I mean,
we'll have a list. I'll let you know.
Okay, very good. Okay, we'll handle that. That's after the show. But anyway, no, I mean, so lots of attention, both negative and positive attention, and just boom on you quickly. What are you doing to stay grounded?
I think it's just mostly like my family and friends that do that. I think, you know, a lot of people, when you see it, I mean, like if you take like Mariah, people call her a diva, but like she's a diva when she needs to be a diva. But I think maybe other artists like keep the mindset of just being a diva. So like when it's like off stage stuff, they're still being a diva, and it's like, okay, chill out. You know, you just can't like let it all get to your head. You can't let it you can't just get big-headed. You have to stay humble and remember where you came from and the hard work that you put in to get in here, because I think that's like a story that you have to like share, like the hard work that you have to do to get to that point. Because if you're just like, oh well, I'm here, like, then nobody really will get the inspiration from it, you know. They'll just be like, oh well, she's just big and has what she has, you know.
Right.
You have to like share the story of how you got there.
Yeah. And you know what, you alluded to that just a second ago when you said, you know, you really have done a very good job of bringing people on the journey with you. And so it sounds like you're kind of keeping that mindset moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Idol has given me like that fan base to like take them on that journey. So now I just have to, you know, the real hard work comes after Idol. I mean, Idol doesn't stay with you forever. It's only a show, and now it's over. Now you have to start making your own music and start making people love you on your own without people like promoting you through a TV every single week.
Right.
So I think this is where the real like competition comes in.
And that's my last question for you. You know, what's next? We know that you're going on Idol tour. What are you looking most forward to with that experience?
I think just like singing now. I'm not going to be like as nervous as I was going on an Idol stage. There's no 3 judges like trying to intimidate you and staring at you like dead in the eye. So it's just going to be like fans that love you no matter what you sing. So. Well, thank you to everyone in McKinney who voted. You didn't have to take your time out to, you know, make a poster or vote or even come out to see me today. So thank you, and I feel very blessed to have this community as my background support, and I'm just very thankful and blessed to have you all. So I'll hopefully continue to keep doing you proud and start making some more music. So thank you.
Sleep alone tonight, sending all my love along the wire. They say that the road ain't no place to start a family. Right down the line, it's been you and me. Loving a music man ain't always what it's supposed to be. Oh girl, you stand by me. I'm forever yours.